What is up? So, I thought I'd make a video just to talk about PC gaming in general. I've been seeing a lot of negativity about PC gaming is cooked, and for me, do I agree with it? I don't think I do. I strongly disagree with it. I just think you need to be a lot smarter now, more than ever, about your choices in what you buy. I mean, if you look hard enough, there is value out there. Like I say about the 9070 XT, but it does depend on what country you live in. But the other thing I would say is I've never bought Nvidia GPUs brand new anyway, because they've always been overpriced for me. So I've got used Nvidia GPUs with a warranty at my local CX shop and other places. I got one on it. I got my 3070, even though I paid too much for that actually. But it's possible if you look hard enough, you can find a graphics card for a cheaper price. I mean, I've never found it easy finding one, but if you look hard enough. And the other thing I would say is do not buy these 60 class cards, because for me, AMD, Nvidia, they are a complete waste of money. Even get Intel. I mean, there's probably going to be a time where they're offering a bit more, but it depends on the needs of the gamer. But if you're asking me, is PC gaming cooked? I strongly disagree with that. If anything is cooked, I'd say it's console gaming, because if you're looking at the PS5, all these other, like the Nintendo Switch, I mean, now is that, what isn't it, over £400 or something now? And for me, that hardware is nowhere near worth what they're paying. I mean, for me, it is just, they're using DLSS, aren't they, I think now, and but I'll believe that when I see it, if that's going to be in every game on there. Is it just going to be in Cyberpunk? Who knows? Yeah, I'd say PC gaming, there's ways around it, and the other thing I really love about PC is mods. Like, I don't know if you've watched my first Descendant videos, and the Final Fantasy Rebirth, because I've actually modded a few things in. I've done it with Monster Hunter. For me, you can't do that anywhere else but PC. You can, consoles, you literally can't do it at all, because you're sort of suffocated in their system. They don't give you any freedom. So for me, you get the creativity and the freedom on PC. So for me, it's still the best place to be. And you don't need the best graphics card to enjoy better frame rates on than a console. You can get a lower budget card, and as I said, if you look in the right places, you can definitely get one cheaper. You know, so that's what I'd say. I think if you can't find one, then you're not looking hard enough. You gotta literally do your research. There's definitely, it can be a pain in the arse to find one, but I don't think PC gaming is cooked, as I said. So, I mean, maybe it is in certain countries where the prices are massive, but then I would have thought consoles, I don't know. I mean, consoles are definitely, for me, if they're going to start costing £1,000, I mean, the PS6 is probably going to be close to 1,000. I mean, imagine when that comes out. And then I'll be thinking, well, PCs, even more so, I'll be thinking PC is a place to be, because even though the prices are going up with PC graphics cards, but see, it's hard to, because I live in the UK, the prices for me, there's not really much difference, if I'm being honest, compared to a few years ago. I mean, for me, Nvidia GPUs where I live, they're always expensive. They're more expensive than AMD. That's why I got the XTX in the first place, because I didn't want to pay, I think it was 1,600, 700 for a 4090. But actually, when I look back, if you take away the drivers, if you're looking at pure performance, uh, if you buy a better GPU in the long run, uh, basically, it's going to last longer than a weaker GPU. So really, you're spending more money uh, in the short term to the medium to the long run, whatever. I mean, you're going to be spending more money to upgrade if you buy a weaker GPU. Let's face it. So you're going to end up spending more money because you're having to upgrade again in a shorter space of time. So that is the thing. That's what I said about you got to be smarter with your decision making, really, more than ever, because now you got to find I mean, for me, people that bought 4080, I think they're still really comfortable. I mean, that's still doing good. The 4080, I've had the 4080. It was a good GPU. I sold it mainly because I literally got it for 500, and then I decided, well, I can literally get 900 for it on eBay. So, and I actually just got over 900, so I sold it, and I thought I'd put that into a 4090 to just get more power, and then I don't have to upgrade for a while. So that was my thinking behind it. So that's what I said about make the system work for you. Don't get suckered into buying these 60 class cards. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to last that long. They're going to gimp you on the VRAM and all that. Especially looking at these 8. I mean, for me, 8GB is obsolete. I don't even like 12GB. The lowest I would recommend was 16GB. To get the best value 16GB card you can find. Do your research before you buy it. Have a look at benchmarks on YouTube. And another important factor is obviously your favourite games. I mean, if it's Yakuza, you don't need to. I mean, it runs really well, Yakuza. So, I mean, most of the generation will be able to play this with a 7000 series generation, or definitely even the Nvidia. So, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, I just think there's too much negativity about PC gaming, because I really love mods. I love modding stuff in. So, and the amount, I mean, if on console you're being dictated to all the time for me, and that's what I didn't like. You having to pay for PSN, and Xbox you got to pay for Xbox Live and all that. So, and the games are ridiculous. The prices. I mean, again, you got to be smart. I mean, I'll never buy from Steam because I don't like the prices of the games. So what I'll do, I'll go to key sites like CD Keys and Eva, and I literally ordered Stellar Blade today for like £45. So it's not £80, is it? So for me, I'll just use my brain and work the system. Obviously, there are other ways of getting games which we won't speak about, but I think you know what I'm talking about. So again, that is another advantage of PC gaming. So at the end of the day, if you feel people taking the piss out of you, you can do that. So, you know, go to a certain Russian girl. So at the end of the day, PC gaming is far from being cooked, let me tell you that. I mean, I've never... Obviously I liked gaming, I've always loved it, but I started loving PC gaming more and literally got addicted when I went PC, because the extra performance, the extra visual quality you see on screen. This is looking great. You know, so I mean on PlayStation, as soon as I went to the back to the consoles, I could tell the difference straight away where it was more blurry. So I don't agree with the prices of the consoles. I mean, it depends on the person, but I believe once you experience PC, there's no going back, because you're going to miss that experience of PC. You know, I mean, I remember the first thing I noticed was how responsive PC was compared to console. When I touching going on like 3 years now, over 3 years, and then you know, for me it was so much smoother. There we go. So that's the first thing that struck me, how much smoother it was, how much more responsive it was. The graphics, the freedom of selecting what graphics you want to put on. Again, you can't do that on console, because you can do it to a certain extent, like you get the quality mode, performance mode, and that's pretty much it. They don't let you change all these details that you can do. And so for me, I would probably feel way too restricted if I went back to console gaming, and I wouldn't want to pay £700 and then 80 extra for a disc drive just to play physical games. I mean, I literally bought a disc drive, an external one for my PC, for £30 or £25, I think it was, an Asus one. So I mean, that's the difference there, isn't it? So that's all you got to do. And then Sony are charging people I saw one for 100 on Amazon, which was a complete joke. So yeah, again, I just think there's a big overreaction about PC gaming being cooked, because I'm seeing it a lot. And you've just got to adapt, find ways. There's no point becoming disillusioned with it. I mean, I definitely won't be going back to console if I can help it. So that's my opinion on it. I love PC gaming too much. So yeah, I just think it's all about finding value for money. There's definitely value if you look hard enough. For me, there's far more positives about PC gaming. I mean, upscaling, as I said, native resolution is getting worse, which I don't agree with. Developers, they don't seem to care about it, but then DLSS 4 FSR4 is actually a win. If you look at NVIDIA, I think the only thing positive was DLSS 4, to be honest. That was the main positive about the 5000 series and NVIDIA in general. So, and then AMD, I mean, you didn't get much of an uplift at all from NVIDIA. So, but that's a positive for people that own the 4000 series, really. So it's made GPUs like the 4080 stay really relevant. And the good thing is, really, because you haven't had a good uplift, then developers are going to have to break it in about making the demands of the future games. So they're not going to be able to go even further with like making all these games like the higher settings that more demanding, because the generational uplift has been so shit this generation. So that's a good thing. I mean, I pre-ordered Stellar Blade, and the highest recommended settings was a 7900 XT, not the XTX. So I think that's really good optimization. So I think that's pretty good. So it's not going to be that demanding. So you know what I mean? It's scaled really well, hopefully. Nixus who done that Spider-Man 2 port, I think it's pretty good that they've been benched, because I thought they might be pulling that, but mate, I wasn't too impressed at all with their Spider-Man 2 port, with the stuttering and all that, and they're still trying to fix it. So maybe Sony have said, well, we'll let Shift Up do this, because Shift Up's they're literally doing it. Or maybe that Shift Up just think they're more confident about doing it themselves, and fair play. They probably will do a better job, because I don't like them in Insomniac ports to PC. I mean, they're all eventually they're all right, but it's just they take a year, about 6 months, well more than that. I mean, Spider-Man, they're still fixing it. Didn't that come out January or so? I can't remember now, but it's coming up to. It's probably not going to be fixed, is it? Let's face it. For another 2 months. I mean, they're still trying to get Ray Reconstruction fixed, and I haven't been using that when I've been playing it. So there's still issues with it, and then the Ratchet and Clank. Every time you try and, for example, put frame generation on, it gives you the wrong one. Like if you're on NVIDIA, it gives you FSR frame gen. So stuff like that, and then when you're changing the upscaling from quality to performance or something, sometimes you've got to restart the game, and then I'll notice the same thing on Spider-Man 2. So I'm quite happy that Shift Up are doing this bolt, because they might actually do it so it actually bloody works, and it won't piss me off when I'm trying to show people it, because I'm looking forward to that set of blades. So that's the last thing I want, that ruining my experience. Anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd upload this video because I think there's too much negativity about PC gaming at the moment. I don't agree with some of these prices, but at the end of the day, they will drop in price. So the answer is to be patient, bide your time, be smart about it. As I said, be smarter than you've ever been, and there will be a time, because I've always I'll never buy GPUs on launch, very rarely. The 9070 XT I bought for the channel, and I did get a good price, to be fair, in the end. So I know if I would have rushed in, I mean, you couldn't get one anyway because it was out of stock. But at the end of the day, if you rush in, there's going to be driver problems anyway. So you're better off waiting, biding your time. Don't just... What's happening here? Yeah, don't just rush in and get a 60 class card. Just bide your time, get a really good card, value card, and then that'll last you longer. That's what I'm saying as well. Because too many people will buy a 60 class card and then they've got to upgrade a lot sooner, and then you're going to end up paying more than you would. Whereas if you get a sort of mid-range to higher range card, like in the middle, then you're not going to have to upgrade as soon. So that's how I look at it. I mean, even these bloody 90 class cards, I suppose they do last you ages, and the 80 class, but I still wouldn't pay that ridiculous price for a 5090, especially with the melting problems. So, you know, it's going to depend. I mean, the 80 class, 4080 is still doing really well. So if you compare that to, say, a 4060, which is probably literally, I haven't looked at the benchmarks, so I'm pretty sure 4080 is doing a lot better than that is now. So that's what I think of it. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.